For those of you who don't know, this is Laura Mayton. She is my partner. I have wrangled her here this morning after I did my thank you videos, and she knew that I wanted to do a video with her about her role in making all the things that I do a success. But she just didn't know when. And this is a beautiful spot we're in. We got up early in the morning to see the sunrise, and we're finally beginning to see it come up over the horizon. Last time, you and I did this video, we were in Pittsburgh, and that was for the Masters World Championships. And since then, I've done the Daytona Pro. I was by myself in Daytona for that one. And you've been with me for the Tampa Pro, and now you've been with me for the MaxFit Classic Pro. Tell us, over all these, watching me do these, what have you learned about show prep?
It's torture. You haven't slept through a night since like April, probably. You're hungry all the time. You bear it with a lot of grace. There's pain and agony involved, and
what about the process of it?
Well, it starts out very optimistic and easy, and then especially since this one is a particularly long prep, I think it started to get a little bit more of a grind toward the end than the last time I saw it happen. And it's the change, though, that you do with yourself, that you transform yourself from a guy who's in really good shape and looks really good to someone who's cut and toned and vascular and all those things. Like, the transformation is kind of amazing. But that comes with a lot of hard work and effort and time.
Yeah, it really does. So, over these 4 shows over the past 2 years now, it hasn't been quite 2. Well, yeah, maybe it has. Can you think of the difference between of how the first time you saw me do a prep, how it's been any different than this time?
Well, this time I was in the thick of it day in and day out. So that made a big difference on, me seeing how much hard work and time it took, and you getting up at 4:30 in the morning to go do your, fasted cardio. But in some ways there weren't as many gaps in time when I saw you. I saw you every day. So I didn't see the transformation as clearly as I did last time, because sometimes I wouldn't see you for a little bit, and then I'd see you and I'd be like, wow. But this time it was much more gradual slide in. It's been a pleasure being part of it and close to it, and just being able to be your partner and help you and do all the things that I was able to do this time that I couldn't do last time around, and just feel like more of a contributor to your success and your ability to get where you want to get.
And, she's been a major contributor. If you've never done a show prep, you have really no idea how much time is involved. Food, just getting everything organized. It's not just food. It's the clothing, the supplements. It's so many different things. Getting your timing right. Getting all the meals in, getting your cardio done. Next question here, I had to write all these down because otherwise I know I'd never remember. When you first met me, you didn't know anything about bodybuilding. And then she surprised me at the Tampa Pro, and she said something like, wow, he has really high lat insertions. And I'm...
I've learned from you.
So, when you think about, what do you think about the sport of bodybuilding now?
I have a lot more respect for bodybuilders because I have a much better understanding of everything that goes into it. I think before, and also my exposure to bodybuilders, like the shows we've gone to and we've met, all of the big names and chatted with them and their partners and spouses and stuff. It's such a good community. And that's the one thing I had no idea about, was what a kind community and supportive community it is. And, I just came into it with all of the presuppositions that bodybuilders were dumb or bodybuilders were meatheads and just didn't care about stuff. But yeah, that totally has changed, and I feel like a better person as a result. It was just one more education in my life of don't judge people from your strange presuppositions, I guess.
So, since she's been with me, I mean, she literally has met a lot of the greats in the sport, then and now. She is so right on about the sense of community with this. It's even on these these pro shows, you just meet and so many people, and they just become your friends. And so it's because we're all in the same foxhole, and so it creates a good sense of community. Over this process, what have you learned about me?
Oh gosh,
he's crazy. Help.
No, I think your grace, handling all of the hardships you handle, yet still being someone that I'm love being around and enjoy your company and stuff. It's impressive, and just, I don't know, I think the drive and determination to do what you do is strong. And it's just so much work and sacrifice, and it's got to be something you love in order to be able to pull all that off.
Yeah.
So you're a strong, determined, I admire you for all the self-discipline and just dedication you have.
So you see, it's not just me, folks. Talking about these kind of attributes you have to be successful or to do this at all. So, what advice, if you met, a guy who wanted to get into this, and he's with his partner, what advice would you give to his partner?
I would say you got to be all in this, and you have to do everything you can to support your partner who's got these goals. But it is temporary. Like, this isn't a permanent thing. You go through these really hard months and kind of make it to the finish line, and then you can breathe for a while. But really enjoy the process. Like, it's hard, but I just really enjoyed seeing you sculpt yourself and create what you wanted to create, and all of that was just fascinating to watch, and I learned a lot. And I would say that to them too. But the biggest thing is you just have to roll with it, I guess, and be flexible. And, for a little while, you have to not be the number one in the relationship. You have to be number two for a while so that you can achieve what you want to achieve.
Yeah, she's really right about that. This is a very self-centered occupation. And, but it has to be that way. And, that's why I admire and respect Laura so much and love her, because she gets it. And she knows this is not a permanent situation. And, I think you had an idea about a year ago that I was really teetering on the edge of retirement. She has handled it with such grace as well, to be able to put up with my nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense, just the tedium, a lot of tedium. So, as we finish this out, do you have any final thoughts about, this whole wild ride?
I'm just so glad I was here for it, and I'm so proud of you. And I think it's so funny because I didn't expect to feel this way, but I'm a little bit sad that we're not going to do this again. But then I'm also like really glad we're going to do it again too. So, but I'm so proud of you, and I'm just so grateful to have been here and had this experience. And it's been such a growth opportunity for me. And I think it's really made our relationship stronger to do all the things we've done together.
Yeah, boy, if your spouse can stick with you after this kind of stuff, you've got a strong relationship. You really do. So, she wanted to go on a vacation, after this, and I'm going to Israel for a while. And when I get back, she said, "Well, we going to take a vacation?" I said, "Sure." So we're going to the Olympia. So she said, "Well, next time we take a vacation, can we do something that doesn't involve bodybuilding?"
Yes, every vacation we take it. Well, no, one didn't involve bodybuilding. But I've enjoyed it nonetheless, and it's been just, yeah, everything about it has been unexpected and enjoyable and just really cool. So I'm really glad. Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, thanks for joining us. Hey, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And you can follow me and my continued antics on Instagram at Coach Yakov. And hope to see you there. Have a good day.